News in Italian, notizie interessanti e curiose in italiano. Ciao, sono Anna e questo è My Italian Circle. Today we talk about music, sports and culture. Let's begin right away with our 3 headlines for today. Tell me which one is about an important anniversary. It's not easy this time. Read and listen.
Il 7 dicembre della Scala perde il protagonista. La forza del destino colpisce ancora. Italia, paese del tennis, non solo Sinner. Con lo sguardo al futuro, il Museo Egizio festeggia i suoi primi 200 anni.
So, which headline is about an anniversary? Un anniversario. Let's find out together. Leggiamo la prima notizia. Il 7 dicembre della Scala perde il protagonista. La forza del destino colpisce ancora. La Scala 7th of December loses its protagonist. La forza del destino strikes again. What are we talking about here? Well, traditionally, the 7th of December is the first night of the opera season in Milan, la prima della Scala. What happened? Tenor Jonas Kaufmann cancelled his appearance just 2 weeks before the opening night. He was meant to sing the main role in Giuseppe Verdi's La Forza del Destino, an opera that, according to a backstage superstition, brings bad luck. Il 7 dicembre si torna a teatro in grande stile. La prima della Scala è un appuntamento mondano tra i più prestigiosi di Milano. On the 7th of December, it's back to the theatre in grand style. La Scala's first night is one of the most prestigious social events in Milan. La musica e la cultura sono grandi protagoniste, ma la prima è anche un evento di costume. Music and culture are the great protagonists, but the opening night is also a customary event. La prima, short for prima serata o prima rappresentazione. First night, opening night, premiere. Un appuntamento mondano, a social event. Appuntamento means a date or meeting, but is often used for concerts and similar events, while mondano is worldly, sophisticated, from mondo word. In grande stile, in grand style. The event is attended by many VIPs who go there to be seen. Un evento di costume. Costume here means custom, tradition. The opening night in Milan is a glamorous event that cannot be missed. Quest'anno apre la stagione La Forza del Destino di Giuseppe Verdi, un'opera che parla della forza distruttiva del fato, con una musica potente e drammatica, che riflette le emozioni intense dei personaggi. This year the season is opened by Giuseppe Verdi's La Forza del Destino, an opera about the destructive power of fate, with powerful dramatic music that reflects the intense emotions of its characters. Calcherà il palcoscenico del Teatro La Scala il soprano Anna Netrebko. Soprano Anna Netrebko will take the stage at La Scala. Il Teatro alla Scala in Milan is the oldest opera house in the world and one of the most prestigious. Palcoscenico is stage, and calcare il palcoscenico literally means to walk on the stage, to tread the boards. Il soprano. Soprano is a masculine word, and we use the masculine article even if sopranos are all women, but lately you may also hear la soprano. Despite its success, La Forza del Destino has the reputation of being cursed due to various incidents that occurred since its premiere in 1869. Vuoi vedere anche tu la prima della Scala? Puoi guardare l'opera in diretta su Rai 1 o ascoltarla su Radio 3. If you are in Italy, you can watch this event live on Rai 1 or listen to it on Radio 3. As always, you can find more information in our premium content on Patreon. Now, please take the time to subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. I want to see you again next week. Italia, paese del tennis, non solo Sinner. Italy, country of tennis, not only Sinner. In spite of his foreign-sounding name, Jannik Sinner is an Italian tennis player, the first ever to achieve the top ranking. But is not the only good Italian tennis player, as Italy is called Paese del Tennis, country of tennis. L'età dell'oro del tennis azzurro, the golden age of Italian tennis. L'Italia vince la Coppa Davis 2024, bissando il successo del 2023 e corona così un anno formidabile dopo la vittoria delle azzurre nella Billie Jean King Cup, i 2 slam di Sinner e le medaglie olimpiche di Parigi. Italy wins the 2024 Davis Cup, repeating the success of 2023. And thus crowns a formidable year after the women's victory in the Billie Jean King Cup, Sinner's 2 Grand Slam titles and the Olympic medals in Paris. Il nostro inno è ormai la colonna sonora del tennis mondiale. Our anthem is now the soundtrack of world tennis. L'età dell'oro, the golden age. Bissare comes from the Latin word bis, which means twice, double. So, bissare means to repeat. Coronare is a similar verb from corona, crown. In Italian, we can create a new verb by adding the suffix are to a noun and even to a foreign word. For example, linkare, postare, googlare, photoshoppare. Inno means national anthem. For Italians, l'inno di Mameli. Colonna sonora, soundtrack, literally sound column. Now on to our last headline and then a final question for you. Con lo sguardo al futuro. Il Museo Egizio festeggia i suoi primi 200 anni. Look into the future. The Egyptian Museum celebrates its first 200 years. 200 years. This is our anniversary, l'anniversario. Il 21 novembre il Presidente della Repubblica Mattarella ha dato il via ai festeggiamenti. On the 21st of November, the President of the Republic, Mattarella, kicked off the bicentennial celebrations. Il museo con la più importante collezione di reperti egizi al mondo, dopo quello del Cairo, festeggia il suo bicentenario con nuovi allestimenti, eventi e conferenze. The museum that hosts the most important collection of Egyptian artifacts in the world, after the one in Cairo, celebrates its bicentennial with new displays, events and lectures. Dare il via means to give the green light, to kick off. Bicentenario means 2 century long, so bicentennial or bicentenary. Reperto is finding, literally the thing that has been found. Allestimento is a setup, the way objects are displayed in a museum. If you visit Turin, don't miss the Museo Egizio. It's truly amazing. If you want to know more, we read about it and the future of museums in our special content for top-tier patrons on Patreon. It's a good way to expand your vocabulary and level up your Italian. Now, what do you think of our news? Did you learn new words? Tell me in a comment. Before you go, answer my question. Cosa significa palcoscenico? What is the meaning of palcoscenico? Did you pay attention? A, B or C? Write your answer in the comments. E anche per oggi è tutto. Ci vediamo la prossima settimana su questo canale. Ciao!